everybody, welcome to the Easton Area Public Library. My name is Miss Allie, and today we're happy to have Mother Goose together. Let's get started with our hello song. Can everybody wave at me? Here we go. Hello everybody, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hello everybody, and how are you? How are you today? Whoop! Great job! Now that you've seen that once, let's try it together. Go ahead and start by waving. And when we're doing the how are you, we're just taking our hands and turning our wrist so that our hands go out. There you go. Hello everybody, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hello everybody, and how are you? How are you today? Whoop! That whoop part is pretty fun at the end. Today I have a mystery box. Do you have any idea what's inside of my mystery box? Well, let's find out together. Let's go ahead and reach with our fingers. Can you reach? Can you grab? And pull with your elbow. Great job. We're going to count to 3, reach, grab, and pull to find out what's in our mystery box. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3. Reach out really far, grab with your fingers, and pull, pull, pull. Oh, great job. Oh my goodness, can you see what's in there? What is that? Is it a bear? You'll have only seen one of these animals if you've gone to a zoo, because they don't live in the U.S. They actually live across the world and across many oceans in a place called Australia. If you would like to know more about wombats in real life, you can look up some videos online, especially the ones by Bendy and Robert Irwin. In the meantime, that's what we're going to be talking about today. While we're getting started to talk about wombats, can you hold up 3 fingers with me? 1, 2, 3, just like we counted earlier. Can you turn it towards you? You'll notice it makes a strange shape. It's a W shape, one of our ABCs, and this W shape makes a W sound. Can you do that with me? Can you put your lips close together? And then let them go. Great job. Let's try that one more time. Awesome. I have a little game to play with you. And the game is going to be talking about this. W's, wombats, water, whiffs, and even carrots. Now, one of those doesn't sound like the others, because today we're working on the letter W and the W sound. Which one didn't sound like the others? Wombat, whiffs, water, carrots. It was carrot. You're exactly right. Carrot starts with a different letter. It starts with the letter C. But for today's game, we're going to do our W's. Can you show me your W again with your finger? All right. Can you show me your other hand with W's? Oh my goodness, so many W's. We're going to go W, W, W. What do willful wombats want? Wandering, waddling, water, and whiffs. Don't forget some yummy carrots. Just like Bugs Bunny. That's exactly right. Those are things that wombats like to do. They like to wander. If you've ever seen a video of them, you know that they're very heavy, so they tend to waddle. They actually love water, so that's going to be one of the things, water. And again, they like to sniff with their nose, and another word for sniff is to catch a whiff. It's a smell. Can you do that with me? Whiff? Great job! But don't forget those yummy carrots. Let's try putting all of that together. Here we go. W, W, W. What do willful wombats want? Wandering, waddling, water, and whiffs. Don't forget those yummy carrots. Great job, everybody. Thank you so much for doing that fun game with me. I've got one more game. It also has to do with wombats. One little wombat sitting on a hill. Whoop, can you hold up a finger? And we need to give it a hill, so there you go. One little wombat sitting on a hill. His big old bum is very still. That might sound like a silly part, but wombats are actually known for having very large and very hard bums. Their bottoms are so strong and so thick that if a predator bites them, they will survive it. They can even crush the predator. Their bottom is so thick. So, one little wombat sitting on a hill. His big old bum is sitting still. He sniffs for whiffs. And what do you know? One little wombat decides to run to his hole. Running, and he dives right in. Can you do that with me? Running, and he dives right in. Great job. Let's try that one more time. One little wombat sitting on a hill. His big old bum is very still. He sniffs for whiffs. And what do you know? He decides to run on home. Running, right down to his hole. Great job, everybody. Now that we've done a little bit of talking about wombats, would you like to read a story about them with me? That sounds great. Let's see if you can find your ears. Where are they? Did they move somewhere? Oh, I found them. I found my ears, and some of you might have an imaginary button on there, so let's go ahead and turn that on. Boop. My ears are ready to hear. My eyes are ready to see. My hands will clap and lay in my lap. It's story time for me. Today's story is Christmas Wombat by Jackie French. Christmas Wombat. I'm a wombat. I live in Australia. My home is a hole in the ground. I enjoy sleeping, scratching, and eating. Especially eating carrots. Today, I slept, scratched, slept some more, ate some grass. Dangly things bumped against my nose. Got rid of them. Oh my goodness. It sounds like we have a very grumpy wombat. Kind of like the Grinch. Smelled carrots. Yay! Strange creatures are eating my carrots. Oh my. For Santa and the reindeer. Oh, whose carrots are those again? Fought major battle with strange creatures. Oh no. Hope this story isn't about to get violent. Won the battle. Oh, it was just a staring contest. Feeling tired. Found the perfect spot to have a nap. Where is that? Reindeer, carrots for Santa. It's Santa's sleigh. Oh no, our wombat's going on an unexpected trip. I smell carrots, he says as he goes with Santa. Do you see the carrot he's looking at? It's on the snowman's nose. Oh no. Strange creatures are trying to eat my carrots. Uh-oh. Got rid of them again. Oh my. Carrots are delicious. Off to find more carrots, he says, getting back onto the sleigh to go for another ride with Santa. Who knows what he'll find next? A wombat hole? No, that's not a wombat hole. That's a chimney. But when he went down it, boom, he found carrots! Yay! Need help getting back up. Oh, who did he ask for help? He just held on to Santa's boot and went right up the chute with him. My goodness. Back on Santa's sleigh, scratched, have misjudged strange creatures. They can be useful for finding carrots. He's sitting on the reindeer's head to get closer to the carrots that he couldn't climb up to. Remember, wombats are not very good climbers. Never knew there were so many carrots in all the world. Carrots in cities. Carrots in the tropics. Uh-oh, do you think he's going to eat that bird's nose? The toucan certainly is worried about it, isn't he? My carrots! Wombat versus polar bear. Who's going to win? Well, the wombat likes to think he did. My goodness. All the places you could see if you were to ride on Santa's sled. Whose strange reindeer said goodbye to strange creatures. Hope they visit again soon. Those reindeer don't know what to make of a wombat. Grass delicious, but for some reason, not hungry. Why is that? Because he's just been eating carrots all night long with Santa all around the world. My goodness. A nice way to end. Slept. The end. That was Christmas Wombat by Jackie French. If you like that story, Jackie French has a few more with Diary of a Wombat, Diary of a Baby Wombat, and for more information about wombats, she also wrote How to Scratch a Wombat, Where to Find It, What to Feed It, Why It Sleeps All Day. Those are just a few wombat books here at the library. We have some more on the way, so be sure to keep an eye out. In the meantime, we talked about W's, but there was one important thing we forgot to do. We forgot to find it in our ABCs. Let's try that together now. Which of these letters is the letter W? It's close to the bottom. Can you find it? This one? You're right, that is the letter W. Let's go ahead and sing our ABCs together then. Here we go. We're going to slow down just a little bit when we get to the middle, just so we don't get those letters confused. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Great job, everybody. Thank you so much for singing your ABCs with me. That was a lot of fun. I've got 2 more games to play with you if you're all right with that. Let's try a counting game. Can you count all the way to 10 with me? Let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, great job. We're going to sing a song that has that, and it's like many other songs you've heard, but instead of having other words, it's going to have wombat. Are you ready? Here we go. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little wombats, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little wombats, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little wombats, 10 little wombats digging their burrows. Oh my, that was an interesting ending, wasn't it? We said digging their burrows. What's a burrow? A burrow is a fancy name for a wombat hole, a place where they like to live. Let's try singing that again. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little wombats, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little wombats, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little wombats, 10 little wombats digging their burrows. Oh my goodness, digging sure is a lot of fun. Did you know that wombats actually don't like to share holes? They like to have their own hole. Let's try that one last time. Are you ready? Here we go. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little wombats, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little wombats, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little wombats, 10 little wombats digging their burrows. Did you know that wombats are actually not very good at digging their own burrows? They like to find old burrows that previous wombats have used and dig those. They'll often make brand new rooms in a burrow that already has wombats, but those rooms will sometimes break down or even flood with water if they're not carefully built. So wombats don't always live in the same hole for very long. I've got one more game to play with you, and this one's a little different. It's a listening story. So as we listen, we're going to do some actions. Are you ready? Here we go. Once I heard a little wombat. Can you hear a wombat with me? Stomp, stomp, stomp. Ooh, can you do that with me? Stomp, stomp, stomp. Great job. Every little footstep made a clomp, clomp, clomp. Clomp, clomp, clomp. Can you do that? Clomp, clomp, clomp. We're just putting one hand on top of the other, and it makes a clomping noise. Kind of odd, different from clapping. There we go. Let's see. I called to the little wombat. Won't you stay, stay, stay? Won't you stay, stay, stay? My little wombat friend came over, yay, to play, play, play. Oh, that's so much fun, to play, play, play. We roughed in the garden all day, day, day. Wombats can be very, very rough. Roughed in the garden all day, day, day. Ooh, I started to yawn. Ooh, it was time to stop. We decided to lie down, where we flipped and flopped, flipped and flopped. The end. That was a very strange game and story, but we can do it again if you like. We're going to do a lot of the same motions again, so let's see if you can remember what happens after each part. Let's see. Once I heard a little wombat. What comes next? Stomp, stomp, stomp. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Every little foot made a clomp, clomp, clomp. Clomp, clomp, clomp. Oh, great job. I called to the little wombat, won't you stay, stay, stay? Won't you stay, stay, stay? My little friend came over, whoop, waddle, 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 great job. And we played, played, played. Oh, wonderful job, you are so good at this. We played, played, played. And we were rough in the garden all day, day, day. Rough in the garden all day, day, day. I started to yawn. It was time to stop. We decided to lay down, where we flipped and flopped, flipped and flopped. Great job. Thank you so much for playing that game with me. I hope it was a lot of fun. Now that we've talked so much about wombats, would you like to hear one last story before we go for the day? Great, I'm so glad. Let's go ahead and see if we can find our ears again. Did they move? Oh, here they are. I found them. Let's go ahead and turn those on. Whoop. My ears are ready to hear. My eyes are ready to see. My hands will clap and lay in my lap. It's story time for me. Oh, good job. Thank you so much for having so much fun with me today. Our last book of the day is called Wombat Divine by Mem Fox. Wombat Divine. It was the week before Christmas. Wombat loved Christmas. He loved the carols and the candles, the presents and the pudding, but most of all, he loved the nativity play. For as long as he could remember, Wombat wanted to be in the nativity. Now, at last, he was old enough to take part. So, with his heart full of hopes and his head full of dreams, he hurried along to the auditions. His friends were already there. Emu was bossing and fussing as usual. Now, let's get started, she said. Who'd like to be the Archangel Gabriel. Ooh, I would, said Wombat. But he was too heavy to be the Archangel Gabriel. Oh my goodness, they tried to pull him up, but he's just too sturdy. Bilby was chosen instead. Bilby patted Wombat on the back. Never mind, Wombat, don't lose heart. Why not try for a different part? What a good idea, said Emu. Now, who'd like to be Mary? Ooh, I would, said Wombat. And he tried to climb up on the donkey, and he was very happy when he made it. Unfortunately, that donkey was just 2 koalas. He was too big to be Mary. Poor koalas, poor Wombat. Numbat was chosen instead. Numbat stroked Wombat's nose. There, Wombat, don't lose heart. Why not try for a different part? Right, said Emu. Now, who'd like to be one of the 3 kings? Ooh, I would, said Wombat. But he was too short to be a king. Aww. The kangaroos were chosen instead. The kangaroos put their arms around Wombat. Cheer up, Wombat, don't lose heart. Why not try for a different part? Wombat tried everything. He wanted to be Joseph, but he was too sleepy. He wanted to be the innkeeper, but he was too clumsy. Crash! Oh no, he dropped everything. He wanted to be one of the shepherds, but he was too short-sighted and kept hitting everyone with his staff. Poor Wombat. And then there were no parts left. Wombat hung his head and hoped he wouldn't cry. Suddenly, Bilby leapt into the air. I know, he shouted. You could be the baby Jesus. Could I? Could I really? Asked Wombat. Of course you could, Wombat, said Emu. Fancy my forgetting such an important part. A nativity without the baby Jesus is no nativity at all. Wombat was dizzy with pride. Christmas Eve arrived at last. Everyone was nervous except Wombat. He lay quiet and still throughout the whole performance. He even fell asleep just as a real baby would. Aww, he's so cute. On Christmas Day, when everyone was opening presents and eating pudding, they all agreed it had been the best nativity ever. You were divine, Wombat, said Emu. And Wombat beamed. The end. That was Wombat Divine by Mem Fox. Well, I hope you've had a lot of fun coming and playing with me today. Now it's time to say our goodbye song. Remember that you can come to the library anytime. We still have our curbside services available. You can give us a call if you need help finding new books. We also have our bean stack available with lots of reading recommendations available, sorted by animals, diversity, and more. Thank you so much for spending time. Let's get started on that goodbye song by holding our hands in the air. Our hands say thank you with a clap, clap, clap. Our feet say thank you with a tap, tap, tap. Clap, 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 tap, tap, tap. We wave our hands and say goodbye. Let's try that one more time. Are you ready? Here we go. Our hands say thank you with a clap, clap, clap. Our feet say thank you with a tap, tap, tap. Clap, 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 tap, tap, tap. We wave our hands and say goodbye. Thank you so much for coming and playing with me today. I hope you had a lot of fun, and I hope to see you again soon. Remember, we have lots of grab-and-go crafts that you can grab at any time for something to do offline. Well, I'm going to count down from 10, and then we're all going to blast off together. Are you ready? Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you had a wonderful day. I hope forward to seeing you soon. Goodbye. Thank you.